Hey guys, so I'm going to talk you through some of the entries I actually got today and how you could have caught them yourself. So starting with gold, this hasn't actually hit TP yet, but we're running around 3% in profit with nice 20 pip stop. Target is 1825. You could say, oh, we could target this area here because it is the recent order block. You could have this imbalance fill here, but if we actually draw the fib across like this on that imbalance candle, what can we see line up? 1825 lines up with the 61% fib, so that's going to be our target for this trade. And based on entry, let's say you're sticking on an hour, imbalance candle, draw that across, and then remember I said when it's a immediate pullback, what entry can you get? 38.2. 1, 2, 3. You could have got the entry, but I actually entered once price actually. So you see we left behind this order block, and you know what happens when we leave behind an order block? The price comes back and taps it, and we're actually on a lower time frame here, and I originally had my entry at this order block here. So price actually broke out the structure, so we had 1 tap, 2 tap, 3 tap, 4 tap, then we had like this in here, which is like another 3 or 4 taps. But in this area, and what was this doing? It was just generating liquidity above this whole area here, meaning there was money above the area. And once we actually broke out this consolidation, if you watch my last video, you can see that price always comes down, tests the consolidation, to then continue to the upside. So this is what we actually saw happen. You probably could have got a fib entry on here, draw that across, or if you drew it the whole area. Remember we are on a lower time frame here, so you've got this imbalance area, boom, 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 boom. Many rejections on the fib. You could even have entered just on a retest of this liquidity, or this consolidation area. You could have entered on order block here, tested straight away, and then boom to the upside. Many different entry points available for this trade, but mainly I use a fib for entries and order blocks because it's the most accurate, and 20 pip stops because I used to just use 30 pips, but then I was like, it's kind of ruining the risk to reward, and if the entry's there, you shouldn't really need a 30 pip stop to actually get in the trade. So I entered with a 20 pip stop, and this made it like a 1 to just under a 1 to 6, and yeah, running a nice profit. And what I do is with managing the position, if you're maybe 1 to 3, 1 to 4 in profit, that wouldn't really just be enough for me to move it to break even. What I want price to do is actually break structure. So like this high here, once we've broken that, that's all good. But once we've formed that new low and then gone to the upside again and then created a new high, that's where maybe I've moved the stop loss up to just below the low. So in this sort of area maybe, as an example. So if price came up, back down, created a new low, then so I continued to the upside, but placed my stop loss just below this area here. So if price actually comes back down and then creates a new low underneath, then we want to be taking out the trade. We don't really want to be in it once it's changed its direction, because then we'll no longer be looking for buys. But yeah, other trades we've actually looked at, GU was waiting for the tap of the order block here, and also a reaction at 1.35, so that's where I did actually have my alert, which sadly just missed by like 1.6 pips, so we did actually miss out on this one. Had the shorts here, but yeah, GJ, lovely trade. This one, let me see what time frame. Okay, so the hour, there's many different ways you could have caught this as well. Liquidity build up, impulse, what does price have to do? Come back, test the liquidity across, and then boom, we got the impulse entry. Lower time frames, you could see this as order block, boom, price came in, 1, 2, 3 taps, and then we're out of there. With my re-entry here, this is exactly the same sort of thing as this liquidity retest here, but on the opposite side. So what I did was I drew a box around this area here, because we had liquidity to the downside. We had price break it, come up, liquidity to the upside, and then broke through, retested it, got the entry, and then boom, went to the upside. Closed this for around, I think, £6,500 profit, just by using the scaling opportunities. And then also, we had these 3 taps here. When price came down to test it, this liquidity, entered another position here. So we had an entry here, and an entry here. This one was risk free, this one was risk free, and once this pushed up, made this one risk free, and then closed for around 6.5% profit overall. So normally it would be up like 3-4% profit, but we managed to get 6.5% just by using the scaling opportunities which were there. USD JPY, again, many opportunities to get in this trade. Remember what happened with GJ? Liquidity retest, boom, 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 like that. Low time frame or higher time frame even would have been order block. Order block here didn't quite get tested into, but that's why we enter on liquidity. Sometimes in the order blocks. However, here order block retest, and then retested it again, went to the upside. Sent in my analysis group on Telegram that we'd retest 115 and then make a move to the upside. Reason for this pretty much is a psychological level. If we just draw the fib across, look what it lines up with. Added confluence is here. So we've got the fib 61 lining up with the 115 level here. So that's amazing confluences. What have we done? We've breached the highs, created a new high here, came down, tested the fib, tested the 115 level after manipulating it down here. I think that just gives a perfect re-entry for a move to the upside. So you've got one position running here, a re-entry running here, then you've got another position running to the upside on that beautiful trade there. And target, many different places you could target. You could target this area here, or even this wick up here, which was the New York high. This wick here, Tokyo high, and obviously this is the New York high, taken out by a New York high. So yeah, many different places you could target, but that is a few reasons how you could have actually got into the trades. Look, GA, this is why I don't enter just based off psychological levels, because what you can see here is we have this 1.9 level marked out, as you see 1.9, but what happened in this level? Firstly, we have an order block in this area, which is, again, a perfect place to get into a trade. But you see, even here, we get a massive push below, around 15 pips below, and then price continues up. And what did it leave behind? This area here, 1, 2, 3 taps, and then we're gone. So if you actually just entered based off the psychological level here, you would have been a bit of profit, about 20 pips, then you would have been stopped out. And then this is where you should have actually got your entry, in this area here. And you could have got even tighter stops, 10 pips just to be safe below this wick, and then you're running a 1 to 4. Lovely, lovely times. So just be careful with the manipulation, because it can make you get stopped out prematurely before actually the trade moves in the correct direction. So just be wary of that when you enter your trades, and I hope this little video did help you guys.